So this next animation makes use of what we see in old-time cartoons where the object that's moving stays stationary on the screen while the background animates, giving it the effect that it's moving. So we're going to start by creating a quick background. I have 3 layers in my animation, one for wheels, one for my car, and one for my background. And I will start by making some sort of a street. We'll make that in black. I'll turn off my stroke. We'll give it a few lines of road here. And when we're making the background, we want to make sure that whatever we do, the edges of the background can stitch together, because our plan is to duplicate it 3 times to have a scene that will slide across the back. It can repeat, we can add some variation to it, but that's the idea. So very quickly, I will create just a few buildings in here, nothing too fancy. And you're welcome on your background to add trees, whatever scenery that you want. I need my stage to have a sky color, so we'll set that now. And that'll be enough for this demonstration. You're welcome to decorate your scene and make it however you'd like. So I'll select all of my scene, make a copy of it, and then I can do paste in place. It'll put it right on top. And I will drag that to one side and then paste again. And what you can do to make sure that your background doesn't go up or down is you can also move it with your arrow keys. While that might be a little bit slower, it'll be more exact as you want to line up that road. So you can see that it stitches together. So I'm going to hit Control- to zoom out so you can see all 3 of my pieces of my background. And then I will select it all and move it all to one side. Depending on which way your car is going to be facing is which way that you want it to be moving. I'm going to move it all the way to the right. And then I'm going to come out here to about 60. And insert a keyframe. And here again, you could use your left arrow key to move it so it's consistent, so your animation doesn't have any jumping up and down in it. It takes you a little bit longer to do it, but this way it's more exact as you move it. You could also come in here and add some pieces into your background so that it's repeating but not exactly the same. And if I now create a classic tween, it's going to turn that into a symbol. I have a background that's scrolling. There's a little bit of a jump in there. We could work on fixing that by moving some of the buildings around. I'm not going to take the time to do that in this video. You can do that on your animation. Okay, so the next step is for us to work on the car. So I'm going to come here to my car. We'll hit Control-0 on my keyboard. Control+, excuse me. Back up, zoom that back in. And you can draw a nice car. A pen tool is available for you to draw a car if you want rounded shapes. We're going to do this very quickly for our demonstration and just simply make the car just quickly so you can see a car. There's my car. So notice I didn't put tires on the car because our wheels are going to be a separate frame. Now I put the car on the left-hand side of the stage because it's going to be moving now to the right as the way that I did my animation. So let's check that out. So where's my car? Well, my car's not there because it probably just appeared for that one frame and now it's gone. So come out here to frame 60 and insert a frame, and my car will persist. And now it's moving down the road. Okay. So last thing we're going to do is add in the wheels. And for the wheels, we're going to make use of a movie clip. Let me zoom in just a little bit here on my car. I'm going to start with just a circle. I'm going to make it sort of a dark gray, holding down my shift key as I draw one wheel. If I select that with my black arrow pointer, I'm then going to convert that to a symbol. I want it to be a movie clip, and we'll call it wheel. I can then animate my wheel inside my movie clip. So you see my main movie timeline. If I double click, it now switches. Everything grays out on my main movie into my movie clip timeline. And I can zoom in even more so I can focus on creating my wheel here. So we need a rim. I'm going to draw that off to the side so I can then move that in exactly to the center. However, just with this shape, you're not going to see any animation. So we can add some things in here. So one of the things we can do is maybe add some spokes. That's not a line. We're going to add some spokes in here. And then if I select all of the items in my movie clip, I can come up here and do some animation. So on my timeline, I can insert a keyframe, and then choosing my free transform tool, I can do just a little rotation. And a little bit more. You'll notice I'm moving it backwards, simply because as you see a car going down the road and you look at its wheels, you generally see, because the tires are moving so fast, you generally see that it looks like the tires are moving backwards. Okay, one more. And so you can see there's my wheel turning. Probably should insert a frame here. And I can even tween these. Yeah, we'll see how that works. So here in my scene, you can see scene 1 is my main timeline. I am in my wheel movie clip. If I click back on scene 1, and there you have a wheel. The nice thing about the movie clip is if I come over here to my library, there's my wheel. I'm going to zoom out. I can simply drag in another wheel. For those of you doing something like a motorcycle or something like that, you could even scale this down. So now, as my movie plays, both wheels are turning, animating on their own, and we're moving down the road. Add in some more detail to the car and to the background. And there you have it.